What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I've got an interesting topic on the new Call of Duty game set to release in just a few weeks as things stand right now. We've seen a lot of gameplay reveals and interesting things to talk about in probably one of the biggest video games of the year, a game that is hugely important to Activision Blizzard, and their financial returns for 2019 and 2020. Before I get into that, I want to just give a quick update about the Marvel tweet this morning. As of right now, no real new evidence has come forward other than the person now publicly tweeting out and denying that tweet is real. The whole situation is compounded by the fact that this person has scrubbed years and years and years of tweets. This person has a history of deleting tweets that are remained archived. It's difficult to imagine that nobody archived the original tweets that I talked about in that video, which is why I was so hesitant to say for sure it was real. So I'm monitoring it, hoping an archive link comes up. If none is produced, I think we just leave that story where it's at, because we basically have a screenshot, which those are easily faked, and a denial. I think you have to weigh those two similarly and just say that maybe that tweet isn't real. However, everything else in that video is archived and very real, and the whole thing is kind of a mess. So I'll keep monitoring that. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare has a lot of conversations around this because they re-enable kill streaks. And of course, that sparked a lot of hot takes on the internet. Something that I was pretty interested to see, because I've covered, for example, how IGN, for example, seemed to go out of their way to look for negative things to say about the game when they did gameplay. Like, oh, the game made me feel icky. Oh, I didn't like this aspect of it. Oh, I didn't like that aspect of it. It's so weird that people seem to be stretching to Olympic levels to criticize this game. You can look at, some of the initial announcements here from Charlie Intel. Excuse me, what the heck is white phosphorus doing here? By the way, this is a part of a new streak reward, a reward in this Call of Duty game where you actually, I mean, many of the things you can get are far more devastating than that. But people are upset about that. I see military imaging normalizing bad things. People are saying, if you use these weapons in the video game, something bad happens in real life. I don't understand. If you're just somebody that listens to my videos, many of these words I probably really can't say. But people are just faking outrage over it. Ultimately, when it comes to Call of Duty, you'll always have people that seem to have a problem with the game. But white phosphorus is something, or Willie Pete, is something that's been in the game before during Spec Ops. In real life, this is from GameSpot, the use of white phosphorus, also known as Willie Pete, against civilians. Why? Why are they worried about that? You can also, oh my God, you can also use nukes in this game. The game is, it's Call of Duty. I mean, what do you want? You look at here, this article I'm bounding into comics. Game journalist Nathan Bernhardt whines about Call of Duty Modern Warfare's new streaks and inclusion of white phosphorus. Game journalist Nathan Bernhardt took to Twitter to whine about this. Following the announcement, like clockwork, Bernhardt decried the inclusion of this thing. He wrote that Call of Duty Modern Warfare rewards players for doing actual crimes, like intentionally using white phosphorus against an infantry in an urban environment. It's a video game. It's a video game. It's not real. Spec Ops is a real hazard that causes destruction, and again, as Polygon Charlie Hall points out, it was used in Spec Ops. The line where players had to target people. GameSpot's Oscar Dreas even notes that it was previously used as tactical in Black Ops series. In fact, it's not even the most painful way if you want to get particular about it. also you see, psst, guys, it's a multiplayer game in a series that previously let you drop a nuke and automatically win. Maybe let's not get uppity over the escapist absurdity that is online play. If you want nuance, play single player. That's Sophia Narwitz's tweet. Some of these hot takes are hilarious to me. We have the actual tweets here of Nathan Bernhardt rewarding, glad the series finally reached its final stage, like rewarding you for actually doing crimes, like using this. I mean, it's like, yes, the munition is explicitly intended it's like you're worrying about what that actual dude does. The dude who quoted this thread to say it's fine because you can do other bad things and you just think about it so much envies the true gamer spirit of not thinking about things so much, but also wanting to talk junk. To all the gamers, yes, I'm aware of the existence of the tacticals in Modern Warfare 2. If you can time travel us back to 2009 so I can say the same dumb stuff and you can be a giant child about it, let me know. I mean, the thing is, like, I get kind of being upset about it, and like, ironically, it's just so weird to see all these articles. Then you have GameSpot reaching out to Activision for comment. Why? Why is this? I think deep down, for me, even though this game does have structure built into it, so you can't, as they say, go rogue without some sort of bad things happening to you, I think ultimately, one, a lot of people just pick on Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty, and we all know that there's going to be some impending microtransactions, and that's going to happen. My only real concern is how bad will they be? How egregious will they be? Will we see $1 reticles again? $2 reticles? Some absurd microtransactions? That's happening. That's more concerning to me than any of the stuff that happens in a fictional game. I mean, you can shoot fireballs in World of Warcraft and nobody's saying, well, but burning to death is so bad. But GameSpot and places like it, I think if you look back to when the original kerfuffle of this game came out, you had a lot of people mad at this game for what seemed like no reason. And I think the reason might be that Activision and the team behind the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare game seems to be doing what game journos and a lot of these people on Twitter dislike, and that is fan service. I think because the fans are so excited for this game, because Activision isn't pulling any punches, that's why so many people are angry about it. If you see, Infinity Ward, there's even a story put out last week that Infinity Ward removed a mission, but they came out to say that didn't happen. The new Modern Warfare game set to release on October 25th was hit with a bit of controversy this week. Rumors had circulated that the studio Infinity Ward was planning on removing a mission titled Cold Beginnings or Code Zero for having spicy scenes. Apparently the mission involved playing as somebody that would be pretty spicy, we'll put it that way. A beard with a vest. A vest that goes boom. There were previous controversies in Modern Warfare's no Russian airport mission supposedly being removed due to censorship of the series. This time, the rumors have been quelled pretty quickly. Infinity Ward's director, Taylor Kurosaki, tweeted, "There's no removed mission on the 25th of the month." While this dispelled the questions of removed missions that fans had, it's important to note where the rumors originated. The first report of the removal of Cold Beginnings mission came by a YouTuber by the name of The Gaming Revolution. In a video they posted on the 23rd of July, in the video, Gaming Revolution speculated that the mission was removed. Like previous entries, they did not elaborate much further. However, Taylor doubled down and stated that they will still tweak the game and that there will be no censoring ever. I love it. No censoring, never. All we are doing is polishing and sharpening our vision to make this the best campaign you've ever experienced. I can't tell you how awesome that is to hear. I'm not even a huge Call of Duty fan. Sure, I have Black Ops 4 on my desktop and I played for a little while. I always like to pop in, like somewhere around wintertime. You just kind of get that itch to play Call of Duty. You just want to hop in and level up, and I play it for like a couple weeks and then I move on. Some people stay for much longer. But the fact that the developer is coming out and saying, no, dog, we're not censoring it. It's going to be, you guys are going to love it. I think that's actually what's driving the game journals angry. I think that's driving them to be overly critical of the game. Now, I guarantee the game will have legitimate concerns, okay? But getting mad over a streak bonus in a video game surrounded around what Call of Duty really is, it seems absurd to me. The Gaming Revolution now says that the mission will be used as a cutscene for the beginning of the game. They also stated in a video posted on the 26th that quick scoping will be removed from the game. I personally feel it's just to hype up their channel a little bit, though. Well, it is, you know, speculation. Look, I've speculated earlier today, and, you know, we didn't get any more new evidence, and ultimately we're just going to have to wait for the game to come out. But you see all these articles, Call of Duty Modern Warfare will feature aggressive microtransactions. Upcoming Call of Duty Modern Warfare feature will feature aggressive microtransactions, according to a new rumor. This information comes from a user on Twitter who claims to know some of the insider development stuff. Well, when I went to that user on Twitter, their account had been deleted or closed or something. So who knows? And here, you know, they talk about it. A tweet by Hextex that's worth giving attention to because the Gaming Revolution retweeted one of his posts. And the Gaming Revolution is a renowned leaker. However, all the provided information should be treated as rumor for now. You know, look, microtransactions are absolutely going to be a part of the game. Will I want to pre-order it? Probably not. To find out if the rumors are true or not, we're going to have to wait till October 25th. Why did I have August in my head? I must be thinking of Vanilla WoW. That's what I'm thinking of. WoW Classic. The game is available for pre-order. I mean, hey, look, it's Call of Duty. There's going to be microtransactions, and some of them are going to be really dumb. And we're going to, that's later as a sample of tonight's video. There's going to be all sorts of interesting things to talk about. But ultimately, I think what really makes a lot of these journals uncomfortable is just how much the fans are happy. I mean, if you look, Spec Ops, The Line, White Phosphorus, you know, people are obsessing over just fake stuff to be mad. With the way people play Call of Duty now, this might just make the game even more of a camp fest. Kids sitting in the corner with G Fuel caffeine shakes trying to drop a nuke. I mean, it's interesting. I think the game looks excellent. I think you're going to see ramped up criticism as it gets closer to release and as we see more about it. I think the game's absolutely going to rustle some feathers, but I don't think that this is any real issue. You know, you have GameSpot write this whole article about it. Later in the same interview, Kurosaki said the game will punish you for making mistakes on the battlefield. If you actually deployed into a theater and you took out a bunch of innocents, you would be arrested and court-martialed. The game does kind of the same thing. So yes, there are like civilians involved in the game, but there's harsh penalties for, you know, going rogue. And I think that's the right way to do it, honestly. I don't see much of an issue here. I think journals are mad because players are getting some service, and gamers are happy. And when gamers are happy, journals are not happy. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, though. What is the reason you think journals seem to be trying so hard to be upset about this new Call of Duty game? Is it just riding the wave? Who knows? I'll be interested in reading your comments in the comment section down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.